bad boys, what you gonna do? You know, nobody knows the words to that song. Hey, well, we all knew the words when we were smaller, but then we got older, we forgot the words. You know that song? You know the movie too? Well, guess what? They're making a new one. Yeah. I, I thought Will Smith wasn't able to make movies no more. I thought Will Smith's career was over. I was of the opinion, and I could have sworn that that slap that was heard around the world was the end of Will Smith. No, no, oh no, okay, because he's making more than one movie. He's got a whole slew of them. Hancock 2, I Am Legend 2, all these twos, right? I think it's Bad Boy 5 or 6 or something. He's doing better than Rambo at this point with that one. But how? How do you step up on stage? Right? No, no, hear me out. Hear me out. How do you step up on stage in the middle of an event filled with people in suits, walk up to somebody you say is your friend, by the way, and just 360 across the face and walk back to your seat? uh, how do you get your job back? Well, we had thought originally, right, that that slap was fake. Remember, we had a couple of videos where maybe we're speculating, man, could that been a setup? Did Chris Rock know that was going to happen? Or was it intentional? You see, now we're looking at things a little bit differently. Now, it's not so much that we don't believe the slap was real. The slap was real. The slap was real because it had to happen. The other part is that his entry had to be really big, his re entry. So, what do you do for your big re entry? Well, you get one of your best friends to go before the media and set the stage up real nice for you. How do you do that? Humiliation. Now we know Hollywood is big on that, right? Really big on humiliation. So you just finished fresh off the heels of slapping your best friend, and then your other best friend shows up on another podcast to talk about how you well, it was murder. Okay, let's just put it that it was murder.
All right, I open the door to Dwayne dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will. It wasn't a top. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him.
How you gonna be my friend and go on somebody else's podcast and talk about me doing that? Well, I can tell you how, because it was the setup. Bilal has gone quiet. Have you heard anything from him? I ain't heard nothing from him. He did his thing, said what he had to say, and then went, pew, he's gone. And lo and behold, Will Smith gets right back up in the saddle and making a whole bunch of movies, won an Oscar and all kinds of good stuff, like crazy stuff. How? Well, humiliation works. You see, if I can get somebody to put me in the limelight for whatever reason when it comes to Hollywood, it doesn't matter, good, bad, or indifferent, limelight. In this case, very, very, very bad limelight, but still worked because he got what he wanted. Remember when Bilal did that interview and he talked about Will doing these homosexual acts and all that stuff, and Jada played her part by saying he better shut up or lawsuits are coming, and then he fired back and put all the attention on Jada. And then everyone is thinking, well, why don't you talk about Will? How what you could do that to your boy? Well, the reason he could do that to his boy was because his boy set him to do it. Allegedly, his boy set him to do it. See, you set me up. This is how you do it. I screwed up. Necessarily, I didn't really screw up, but I did screw up. I slapped somebody. Okay, good. What you want to do? Well, what I want you to do is this, right? I need you to go on TV. I need you to tell people that I'm gay. Yeah, yeah. I just need you to tell them that I'm gay, and not only just gay, but gay, gay. Okay, I need you to go all the way with the gay, gay. Just go all the way, and then that's gonna get me right back in the door because you know what? That's humiliation. You want to see the payoff? Here's the payoff. Multiple new movies. Now remember when he did that slap, everybody was told he's exercised from the guild, right? The Actors Guild. Okay. I'm just saying, if you said that's what happened, but then you come back and you can do all this stuff, this is Will Smith's second resurgence. And you can only get a resurgence in Hollywood if you do what they say. Will had a plan. Will did the plan. I'm not saying that Bilal lied either, though, by the way. I'm not saying he lied. I genuinely 100% believe that he did do what Bilal said he did. I'm not even disputing that. I'm just talking about why expose it. The exposure has to happen in order for people in the guild to accept you back in. How much do you really want to get back in? Here you go. This is how bad I want to get back in. Here's your movie. Have fun. Now, I don't know how well the movies are going to do, but everyone's been expecting a Hancock too. Everyone wants to see a new Bad Boys. Everybody wants to see a new I Am Legend. This has been the case for a long time. I used to follow movies. This is how I know. So he picked the trifecta of his big days to come back and do. You think that's what, by accident? No, no, that's designed. You see, that's designed. You big humiliation, big payout. And now we see the resurgence of Will Smith. Unfortunately, what we had hoped for isn't going to happen. See, what we had hoped for is for Will to rise to the top over all the problems and to come clean about who he was and to live a better life. That's what we had hoped. I don't see that our hope is going to come true. I don't see it because he's quite content to live under the shadow of what Bilal put out there. You notice he hadn't said anything either, but he'll be talking about his movies. Sometimes it's not what they don't say, it's sometimes what they do say, but in this case, it's what they don't say that you got to watch for. When you don't say anything, one of two things could be true. What the person said about you is right, or you were ordered, let it run its course. Now, if you're one of those people that are going to go watch his movies, that's up to you. You're just condoning the behavior that got him those roles. I'm just letting you know. I'm not that people may care, but it'd be good to have that information. But if you are not supporting that movie, congratulations. Props to you for sticking to your guns of morality, because at the end of the day, that's all you got to your name. That is all you have is your word. And as far as we can see, Mr. Bilal and Mr. Smith, well, they don't really function on words. What they do function on is how well they can take it.